And then I can continue the quest, because I do actually want to finish the story, because, you know, I can do all of this on Final Fantasy mode also. Challenge a new set of elemental tries. Less time and more powerful enemies. Restrictions on level gear and consumables are applied. I wonder what the... Oh, and then these have the points, right? Grid view. I could just change the view. Yeah, so they're the similar trials. They're just way harder. Okay, I don't need to do that then. Not for now, I don't. Well, no, you can't watch safely because I'm doing... Well, these are main side quests. Or side main quests. Depends on how you want to look at it.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
To be fair, I think you're all gonna die.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered. What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
Yes.
More.
Fair. I think that's a fair assessment.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
What, the gods? Because that answer is probably yes. I've got most of them in my belly right now.
Clive, wounded.
I'm a little
We
busy.
deal with the Akashic first. Nice try.
Yeah, I'm at 5. Mm-hmm.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men. But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Yes, they
Damn it
will.
all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Yeah, either Ultima or the last crystal has all the ether. Or both.
My brothers.
Mad dogs.
No, you don't. I have it. You have nothing.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
I'm still so glad you're alive, pal.
Help. And by the looks of it,
We thought we could sneak by them, but we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
What's up? Big blue turtle.
We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
we can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
How the hell did I not get a precision dodge for that? Deflect? The adamantoid shell actually deflects physical attacks. Obnoxious as it is. Not when I do that now. Oh, missed it. It was too far back. Alright, fine. You want to deflect ignition? Yeah, just have that.
You're finished.
Yeah, my attack's bouncing off of that thing. It deflects so many physical attacks.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
No tonberries yet. I'm dreading the moment that I find those.
Just patch me up as
Waiting for a hunt that's just called Stabby Stab. And I'll be like,
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Something's coming.
stop adding more.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, Sir Wade. Shall we? It's over.
He's dead. In case you hadn't noticed, he's fucking dead.
Do you see any more?
No. I think
Mostly
that was
sure.
the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
Damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Sir Wade, I'm so glad you're alive. Every time I come to a new part of the game, I'm like, thank God that guy is still alive. Too bad about Tyler,
My
but
lord,
I'll manage.
there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
I was gonna say.
Murdoch. I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him.
Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar. But I am a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are...
No, you can still finish the sentence.
They're...
No. That's fine.
It's all
Come on.
right. We know what you
Say what
mean.
you were thinking.
There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire.
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Fair. All right, number 2. Let's go see the dame. God, that fucking dragon.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side.
I saw it with my own eyes.
There should be... This is every area. Oh, wait, never mind. I'm dumb. I was thinking, where's Garuda's? It's in Wallowwood. Garuda's and Odin should both be in Wallowwood.
My lord. My lady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing
he's
about
got his
all
legs,
this.
though, so that kind of
Then we'll look
ruins
for
the whole
her
thing. Wade's still strutting about.
You heard what happened in the...
That hurt. No, he can't feel his legs anymore. It doesn't hurt. That's the whole point.
Madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered. Or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives! Do you really want us to lose them as well?
You're gonna lose them
You
anyway.
don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Yeah, you're gonna die anyway.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
How like you to consider my needs. What we need to is where the creatures
Jill's
came
not
from.
liking that.
The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
Jill, more like jealous.
That thing, it...
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures?
Jealous.
Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now.
Yeah, you don't want the answers to these questions.
It's all right.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right.
They're
The
not.
back of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
More what? I'm gonna be live so many hours out of the Oh man. To be fair, even prior to this, living in this world was suffering. There's like a grand total of like 3 quests that we've had that are not ultra depressing. There was one where we literally asked 3 people to like have a drink with the innkeep. There's one where we just successfully found a guy. It wasn't even like happy or sad. The dude, he was baking. I haven't checked the other dungeons. The one by the dim would be a quick check if it opens at all. I haven't even seen any other doors other than that one.
You deserve a rest.
Probably just need to stand, I'm gonna assume right outside the entrance. There's like a trigger probably. Yep.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me.
Should I prime?
No. Save your strength. Nice try.
Come on, you want some? Oh, okay. The animation was a lot slower. Effective. I don't even have all the abilities yet separated. I'm having fun with the ones that I do have, though.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what
No,
we can
we're
for the
in
time
more,
being.
the town.
Then we should let it
Well,
abide.
that's confusing. Do 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 do.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet.
Huh.
There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Hi, Ivy.
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. Whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Oh, goodbye,
Lest
Ivy.
you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems.
No,
But
because
it
it
has
hasn't.
solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
My only problem this morning was how am I gonna get 5 decent hours of sleep and then play again? Probably looking at a similar issue tonight.
Sid. Your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
So we're still gonna chase
Any
them
idea
down.
where they went?
Hey,
The
chill.
desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
As if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
I know, I can hear them. Ivy, chill. Your desperation knows no
Suppose we just follow the
bounds.
shouting.
I love that this inn is called the Final Sting, by the way. I both love it and hate it, but I love it.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood. It's the only way.
Oh, we got
We
dragoons in
hire
here?
mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you.
Oh, goodbye, Ivy.
Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
I mean, argue like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Why not?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
I love it,
Cosmos
Chow.
is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Cosmos. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire
Chow, thanks for
city
the
that
tier
matter.
1. Welcome back for the 20 months.
We're still working on the skies.
Enjoy the
But in the meantime,
ad-free.
perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
How about I just go kill the bandits and we'll be good.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it.
Fair.
But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
I go kill bandits.
Well, if it were my namesake. He'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own before presenting them with a third option.
That I go kill the bandits.
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other
when all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits?
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Thank you, Jill.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings.
Hey, that's a reference.
Guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
Also, Jane is Jill and Kane.
Pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned
And she's the Lady of the
from
Spear.
Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor
How
says
original.
You told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 score swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded
I am
striplings?
40.
That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Then let us band together and show these brutes that...
Jill and Kane makes Jane. Oh, man. Yeah, we already established that earlier in the game. Clive is an awful liar. She should probably talk to the next one as well.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy some. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill.
What a terrible...
At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher.
Ah, yes, that is
most
true.
farmers can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what
He is
Lord
so
Underhill
unimpressed
says
by
is
my ability to
true,
lie.
I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not...
No.
workmanlike.
It was just nothing.
She saw right through it. I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
She's like, why'd you even bother trying to lie to me?
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy?
Ah, it broke again. I'm amazed that it literally didn't break at all yesterday, but it's broken twice today. Good old Elgato Cam Link. Picks when it comes and goes. There you go.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad
Good
and Natalie
news,
have
everyone.
somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to...
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
The bandits are on their way.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The townsfolk.
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Now we can put it around their
It will
throats.
be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I
Hi,
do
Aloha.
mean us.
I thought you
Hey,
might
buddy.
say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Hello. Hey, everyone. Come on.
I'll take that one.
It's all yours.
Come on.
Nice try. They mean to overwhelm us.
Oh no, yeah, they're super dead. I swear I have more iframes when I'm in Bahamut, but like they're not precision dodge iframes. does a lot. What's going on, Rado? There's Sith versions.
They have held out.
Did you play Final Fantasy 15? Because there's Jedi Tomberries in 15.
That we should hurry.
What did you miss? A significant amount. That's no small question.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalamil.
We all saved Dalamil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
In short,
I take it from your presence that
we have Bahamut.
from the desert won't be joining us either.
Wallowwood's all that's left.
Pity.
Ultima's an asshole.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
Is it really that bad?
I'll take that as a compliment.
Hi, Ivy. Oh, well, damn, that was 4 hours. I mean, I did a few chronolith trials. I did a level 50 hunt. And I've done a few things, other things since.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least.
Yeah, I did. I slept 5 hours last night. The 97k stagger was certainly welcome.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Ability points. Orchestrion roll and
There
an
you are.
amber.
All done?
Jesus Christ, that's actually a lot still.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention.
5 to 6 hours
How
is
has
pretty
he
normal
always
night's
managed
sleep
to
for me
arrive at
anyway.
Just the right moment.
Hey,
Luck, I
Aloha, what's
suppose.
up?
Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the color of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding
Ivy,
skies part.
chill.
But you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
Joshua.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Halo.
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, it was not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since.
That hurts.
Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit...
No, Typhon's literally just
I believe Ultima
a
to be an
fallen.
embodiment of the concept. This is why I
A
strive
test from Ultima.
and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry.
Fight.
Inside you.
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost.
Hey! Stop!
We must find a means to bring an end to him.
Hey!
Before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean...
No, Fenrir is an ice
sacrifice
hound.
yourself to save
He's a
me.
frost wolf.
Joshua.
That's definitely not good.
Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
That's better. Good choice, Ivy.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The City Guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here.
Smart.
This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think
I
I
would not
told him
compare
the
this to 15.
exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separate.
No, you're probably looking at about
All right.
16, 17 hours today.
Clive.
It's been 12
If
already.
he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
So can flex. Oh, another hunt. Is another S rank or is another bitch made motherfucker, okay? I gotta check to see if I can go craft some stuff. The answer looks like it's a bitch made motherfucker. Okay. South of Tabor. Alright, yeah, that's the new area I'm going to, so that makes sense. And I have 1, 2, minimum 4 quests. Joshua.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished.
Want to teach them about
My
weight?
first
Shove a
thought was that
fucking
they'd taken them
donut
off
down
somewhere
their
to play,
throat.
but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them, as always.
Give me quests. You're next.
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Blasted. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
What did I do?
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm all the cook will be needing. Thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and
Oh, they can
perhaps
really
your
use a
sword.
jelly donut of
You
mine.
remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So
Okay,
thought
I
I'd try
did
making
create
one
this
of these
problem.
Supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but well,
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Do you also need
this is my
scorpion
bloody kitchen,
tails?
and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favorites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
Okay.
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit?
Sure
Recipe
is.
seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Fair.
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one?
Oh, tomes.
Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Repute these. I'm gonna grab the other quests first.
Trouble with your gear, or so will it be?
No, not quite.
And?
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Goose? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan
I
might be
don't
in
know what
trouble
that
and she's-
means.
It's all right. You can tell me.
Time for some more cereal.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive.
You're welcome,
You'll let
Goots.
me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Alright, that's where the kids are, and then I have a quest over here. Ah, you again. Oh no, wait, no, this is Rutherford. Circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid, and there's none other who I may turn. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with a task most vexing. For I am wholly unable to perform his vaulted expectations, namely due to the marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. While I maintain the fitness ample enough to attend to the needs of a manor, the attending of bandits and back alleys, I am sorely ill-equipped. Please you, my lord, prithee see me at Martha's Rest, or I shall explain the rest of my predicament in full.
Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant?
Yeah, dude, did you even fucking read it?
Martha's Rest.
Bro, did you even fucking read it? Why'd I read all that out loud? You didn't even read it. Clive, read the quest dialogue, goddammit. Clive skipping cutscenes, SMH.
Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait. What exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are ya? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand.
You're a terrible liar.
All I know is that someone in Dallimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize.
Clive,
It was
just
wrong of
tell
me to
her.
doubt you.
That's not what you tell her.
It was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your
Just be like, you're worried that other merchants who don't know you as well might hear that.
It seems the hideaway.
It's a
is
very
lost.
good system, Jafango. I think made significantly better by how short the descriptions are.
Lord Swordsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern.
No, I haven't seen where they go.
Livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
I did get an achievement for taking no damage, though.
How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
You got it, boss. Hopefully I killed 2 birds with 1 stone with that. I'm sorry, 2 stones with 1 bird. Gotta say it correct.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. While it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not.
It's a rival
But
shopkeep.
people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
Saw that one coming.
I suppose it is.
Well played, Goots. Well played.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his own.
We're all gonna die! You hear me?
No, we're all gonna be fine.
What do you reckon we should do?
Look, the scales. You little shitheads.
Sid! Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? Why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself.
the heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
I got this.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Midadol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
Sorry, I got a text at the same time. I was only half paying attention.
This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Midadol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
It's not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
Hey, focus.
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
This is what they do.
Hold things. So wait.
Oh, they could do that too, I suppose.
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers.
But
Can
these aren't
hold
for frying
these
bangers,
fists.
you idiot. They're for weighing stuff.
But what if I
I
wanted
don't
to
know when
weigh
you got that
goop?
gift this sub.
I don't think he'd fit on that little
I think it was
thing.
this morning.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn.
You got it,
So,
kids?
Now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo.
And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. Ah, all finished.
I'd laugh if it was a fucking abomination when they panned over to it.
Well, with Sid's help.
I like him after all that, he just
I just
fucking
put the
did it
pieces together.
terribly.
It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Midadol's hairs.
Her hairs.
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
Yeah.
What do you think, Sid?
Yeah, hairs.
Are you almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Midadol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
Well, he's bad at lying, but not bad at fixing.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look. We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Okay, never mind. That's what I wanted. Now, fall apart. Hey, to be fair, those kids showed me how to do it, so it's their fault. Mm-hmm. I can't believe the kids couldn't even put that together. Unbelievable. How disappointing. The final lesson is always double check your work.
Well,
Stupid
did you solve
kids.
the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are.
I'm busy doing
I shall
these
see that the
side
children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
It's more true now.
It isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Quest complete. Yes, by hairs they meant heirs. I thought that was clear. Alright, I have to travel here before I can do the other quests. Hey, Josh. Let's go. Let's go, man. It's a story-related thing. You play as Clive. They call him Sid.
It's like a dream.
Wait, let me...
Four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger. As we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canva was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
The crew's all here. Yeah, I like that there's a Clive setting. Look at how happy Torgal looks. Too bad I can't post this picture on social. I could post just the Torgal. Yeah, Torgal's so happy his family's back together. No, old Josh is absolutely like. Listen, I think people are a little overly sensitive to some things. No, I'll count adult Josh in the yeah. If I saw that and I didn't know, I'd probably be pretty pissed. That one's fair. That one, in my opinion, is fair. Like, don't get me wrong, people suspected Josh was still alive. I mean, he's the fucking Phoenix, for God's sake, but there's literally zero promotional material of adult Josh, so. That's like the whole premise of all of like the trailers, is that Josh is dead. I gotta say, now having played through the game, they actually did do a really good job with the trailers. They actually really don't tell you anything. Which is usually true, because, like, out of context, like, bosses being shown, yeah, you see the boss, but you have no idea why you're seeing the boss, and that's usually more important.
Let's get this over with.
I have Ifrit as well. I have 6. Oh, no, theirs is a 9th icon. Yeah, no, there's... That's why, you know, Leviathan, listen, again, I said Leviathan's in the mural. I assume that's going to come into play later.
Bright yellow with a heady scent.
No, yeah. Ifrit is the mysterious 9th icon.
I think that's everything Molly needs to...
So, true story about that whole 9th icon thing. When the promotional material for Final Fantasy XVI first started coming out, they tweeted an image of Ifrit. And it was the same image they had on the website, but it had a different description, where the one on the website called him the mysterious dark icon. And the description that they tweeted was he's the mysterious 9th icon. And they deleted the one that said 9th icon. The only reason we know it exists is because people reported on it like me.
I found someone who says he's heard the rumors about...
I have had very few FPS drops in performance mode, so I don't know what problems people are having.
Tell him what you told
I can
me.
name probably on one hand the number of places I've had FPS drops on performance
wizened
mode.
old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to
We don't have a
her for
date,
price.
but we do know they are going to
Be
do
they
some
knight
performance
Or
updates.
knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to?
Yeah,
to
Phoenix
keep them
versus Bahamut
steel?
is one of them.
Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work.
Aye, it just so happens.
Actually,
I have.
Phoenix versus Ifrit is the
You'll
one of the
find
other
her
ones.
right here, plying her trade most days.
Here in Delamil. Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market.
It's both the
but
Phoenix
if
ones.
you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town.
You got it, boss.
But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers.
Good thing I'm brave.
Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You too, Goots.
Don't worry, I got this, Goots.
Finest silk.
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapped. What a mess.
I haven't had any weird FPS dips. Maybe my PS5's just clean.
You fought very bravely.
I don't know.
The safety of the town is in our hands.
Fenrir's not a dominant / icon.
Time to brave
It's
the viper's nest.
well, the legends call it a blessing of Shiva, but they think that Torgal's a little different than even that.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one.
That's fine.
Boys,
Still not an
it's
icon.
all yours. But that sword is mine.
At least not officially deemed an icon, as opposed to something just being ether driven.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
All right. Where's the other healer? The good boy of legend. Yeah, he turns into Fenrir when you limit break.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
I wasn't even supposed to be here today.
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I
Can I call
was
this guy
only supposed to
Dante?
point the lamp in the right direction.
Where's Randall?
Once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
But you better be talking to
Find
yourself over
goods.
there, pal.
Right now.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goose, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself.
Damn, Goots.
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together?
No.
Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense. But I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs.
Wet legs.
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
I don't think so. She's gonna fucking school him.
Goose, you... If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
He's a big guy.
Fuck! You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words.
Damn.
And now, it's time to collect.
Just cut out that dude's fucking eye. I love her. We're gonna put it in a jar?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It's an easy going through
Don't fuck
life
with
when
Nan.
you're short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the wet legs has learned it already.
I hope so.
Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
You don't need a reminder. That was your reminder. No, we're square on that now. Don't you worry. Hello.
Have you heard the latest from Twinside?
All right, upstairs. Got it. I got a pee too.
My lord Marquis.
Oh yeah, Rutherford.
It is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens...
No, they're adding a
only made
motion
things
blur
worse.
thing
Akashic
later.
attacks, once unthinkable,
You know what's funny?
are now commonplace.
I have a huge issue with motion blur in most games.
The
I have no
gears
issue with it.
of
in this
governance
game.
have ground
Type
to
0
a
almost made me vomit
and
with how bad
without
it was.
a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
Thanks, Jetty.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
I don't recall getting
That
any
doesn't
motion
exactly
blur.
narrow
there.
it down.
Motion blur is largely in the exploration.
I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my
That's like an
lord.
exploration thing,
I
the
shall
motion
pray
blur.
for your success
For the
and
most part.
safety.
Alright, I gotta pee super bad. So I'm gonna pee right back. It's a peeing moment. I'm going to pee. Alright, I'm good. Let's see. Oh, no, I gotta go to Dollar Mill again? Okay. I'd already forgotten from the time I went to go pee because I was thinking about peeing so much.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone sees
Well,
something.
you say that, but I have quest markers, sir.
The gentleman of the town guard.
Just trying. I have another side quest to pick up in the next zone, too.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Report you
you're
dead.
Welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Come on. My man, swing at me. Oh! Took that frozen motherfucker right out of the sky. Yeah, occasionally you just see Joshua blast some dude with fire and it's awesome.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but these were men of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's central command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
Are you kidding me?
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
True.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme...
Sure was insanity.
I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
So much traveling for this quest.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Nothing like a little unrest.
Hold on. I saw loot. Thank you. Actually, I'm curious about something. I don't know why I feel the need to check it now. I think the enemy I was looking for... I'm going to probably go back. Oh, I have to go back anyway to turn in the quest, so that works out.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I'm
Rockford.
Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
I got you, pal. Good thing assailants seem to only go about 10 feet.
Just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy.
That proved mildly effective. I'm glad I stopped to get the 5% damage increase from that. I didn't know that's what I was going to get out of that challenge, but I'm glad I did it.
There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late.
No, I'm sure Uncle's fine.
I should go and tell Rutherford.
It has been very good, Maya. Alright, back to Martha's Rest. And then I've got the other 2 quests to hand in the other 2 spots. And then I have to do the quest that is right here. Well, I mean, that's a quest that I have to accept. I am level 40.
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location.
I think I'm about to hit 41?
Flow of traders,
Question mark?
and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from
Stolas
both
is the
my
owls.
associates. They
Or
have
are the
resumed
owls.
their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
I'm not really that close to 41. Ivy, chill. No. Smooth like Butler. I don't really like using Flare Breath. I'm still undecided on those versus Satellite. The problem is I don't really attack much when I'm bursting, so like those are good. Going for the other skill in between seems like it's not a bad idea. This is just nice because it supports me while I'm doing the other shit. Alright, I gotta hand these in. I'll check the location. I think it's the Silent Bow. I think that is where they are, but I don't remember.
Seems the hideaway's lost its...
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about.
They were right about the other thing, apparently. That looks pretty good.
And here we have it. Fried mortress of
It's
Sky.
fried. It'll be fine anyway.
Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
I actually don't like liver very much. If it was fried, I could probably enjoy it.
So, not fit for consumption then.
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet,
Why do you
it is
always
the
have to pretend you're dying?
of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish.
Yeah, I don't really like liver.
It is a tour de force. A force of nature, even. A maelstrom of flavour and sensation. A graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
And one more. I don't watch anime, so I don't know what that means. All I know is that it's an anime.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Oh, I'm happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Alright, nothing else was added here. Oh, I wanted to check the hunt board one more time. Yeah, I don't really read manga or watch anime, so I'll probably try none of those things. But I'll acknowledge that I was told to try them. I'll then forget about it, like, in about 5 minutes. But I can acknowledge it now. South of Tabor. So that's the next town, I guess.
What did you find down there?
Found out something. I can't swim. You fucking dolt. What did I find in this hole? That I can't swim. Yeah, so this is Tabor. And then south of that should be the other location. See, instead of seeing drawn food, I want to cook food. I still have ground chicken. I might actually stay up late tonight and cook that ground chicken. I don't really need to do much. I just need to stir fry some veggies and throw in some ground chicken and a reduce the sauce real quick.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it, the echoes have a will of their own.
Get him!
These mega flares are going to continue on for a little. Don't mind me, just passing through. Thanks for the help, Shiva. I love being a walking calamity. Probably won't keep Bahamut. I like it better than my other options because I don't really use the Titan block all too much. It also is just hilarious. Giga Flare I'll probably keep no matter what. Yes, the levels increase the duration. Ow. I got. Oh wait. Hold on. I didn't even look to see if there was like a chest or something. And by the way, there isn't. Anyway. There's no kill like Bahamut. Wait, that's not the line.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Thank you, Josh. I'm at max. That is the max. Level 4 is the max. That's what the mastery of it does. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I have it mastered. Now, that's not to say there couldn't be, like, an accessory that's, like... Yeah. It's 4. That's what I just said. Yeah. What gauge did you think I was talking about? It's not like another one. Yeah, it's 4. It's 3 without mastery, 4 with mastery.
were injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood. Up ahead.
I was like,
Swallowed our
what did I do wrong?
while we slept. My own men did this. Turned. Every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
I'll go. You catch your breath.
He's probably gonna die. And that's the opposite of catching your
Our
breath.
encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kupka.
Kupka's dead. Get out of here.
Rest well, soldier.
I know they have to account for if Joshua's in the
You said
party.
the encampment was close.
What?
Let's hope the Akashic
Joshua will always be in the party. Well, I guess not for that class technically, because I could skip it and come back to it.
They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Oh yeah, well I mean he can heal, but that dude's probably so far gone.
I got here in time.
Oh, you can still taunt like this too. Awesome. I was wondering that. I was like, I wonder if I can actually still taunt while in this mode. Makes it so much easier. Just slapped him in the face. I mean, yeah, he can absolutely heal people. They have to, like, probably not be so close to death's door. I'd assume there's somewhat of a limit. How the fuck are you not an Akashic?
You're with the battalion?
I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it. You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
I killed your lord.
That scar. Son of a whore.
You're Sid. I was there in Cosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
What of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some...
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
Looking forward to it. Yeah, no, they have a lot of very talented voice actors, even amongst the minor roles. Alright, so that hunt is south of Tabor. Big thing I just have to keep remembering. South of Tabor, south of Tabor.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
We've gotten around, my brother.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, The Einherja is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
No.
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
Hello, Ultima and Barnabas.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Yeah. Because the guards are going to be able to put Odin in a fucking chain.
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Mid, I'm gonna need you to get the fuck out of the city, please.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
To be fair, that Ultima sex was probably, like, really good, right? You have to imagine, because you could just do whatever you want. Right?
So then,
sex
how long is
ultimate.
Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas'
Listen,
actions,
he's into what he's into. I don't
I
know,
would guess
Tofu.
some
It's
few
medieval
years,
times.
Mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
Yeah, ultimate sex.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Josh gets more action than Clive does. Clive, you fucking idiot. And he just kissed her on the forehead, too. Still more action.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt.
No, Clive tried to kiss Jill. And Gav fucking ruined it.
Let's find our friends.
No, she was literally brought in as a ward.
And I heard.
As a peace offering from a northern territory.
Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well,
by the
yes
way,
and no.
side quests.
A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity. But those that do, develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy.
I never want to read that
Bring me
sentence
that
again,
beast's
Omega.
Skin, and I will share
Ever.
with you the bounty of our combined labors.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Carava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
Yeah, maybe I get Shiva's power. Maybe Clive gets Shiva's powers when they bang finally.
Welcome, welcome.
He just fucks the Shiva out of her.
Fine choice.
I feel like a fleshed out.
Like any of you would be surprised. I said that and y'all were like, oh man, why would they ever do something like that? Tell me when that scene is on so I can stop watching. No, probably not almost done with the game.
Finally. No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university.
Yeah, it's just what Ray Svelger said to Saint Shiva. Well, I guess that doesn't really make
Far
sense.
from home. I'm just a vagrant graybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies.
Oh.
Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
My chamber, 5 minutes.
Climb the stairs.
Yeah, that's the line. My chamber,
And
5 minutes.
memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
You got it, boss. Memorize the encryptions.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
Wait, I don't want to do that yet.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token.
Thank you. More side quests.
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is
Where's my little keychain full of these? I want them all.
You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Listen, they're just down to business, all right?
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalamil.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was?
Guardians of the Crystal, the first sons of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
That's all modern history is. Wait, east? Okay, can I get over there from here?
That's... All fellows are not fish, don't you think?
Well, scholarly sorts like him always are, aren't they?
How are those new boots treating you?
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise to her gracious hand.
Farmers must have settled here in
Well, I mean, I'm just doing the side quests, they pop up. Oh, speaking of which, I doubt anything has changed on this front. Nope. Wonders of the golden plains lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past and make these rocks a home.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder? I should speak to the old scholar. Before I forget everything I've read.
Wait, what do we read? I've forgotten. They rhymed, though.
The engravings were in good repair, considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself. Oh, come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south.
Fuck, he's actually going to quiz
what
me.
did it say?
That was the first one I read. The great good Mughal guardians.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor, sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north.
Hey, that's the one I just read.
I think.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it.
It was. I
No
remember
doubt
it.
you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Tillers of the land.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land. Reap her promised blessing, and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Mostly ladders.
Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
I mostly dealt with ladders. Alright, so we have the hunt south of Tabor, and we
How are
have
those
the
new boots
quest.
treating you?
Oh, wait, out here? Skin trade. Oh, I can... I wonder... hold on, I'm going to leave Tabor first and see if it loops back around down that way.
Beneath the flood.
It sure was built around the English VA first. It was the first language it was recorded in. And it is the only language that is lip-synced. Alright, as soon as I get to the Gilded Path. Okay, that's what I wanted to say.
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
No, it's not. But I'm going this way. Also, I think the hunt is over here. Yep, that's them. A C rank hunt this far in. How unfortunate for them. Ow. Would be. Stone's throw.
Shouldn't mess with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
I mean, you got to remember that it's not translation so much as it is localization. I don't think stone throw is a translation error. Throwing a stone. Could have even called it stone's throw, stone throw. I don't think one's necessarily right versus wrong. Might be a case where they wanted to call it stone's throw. Stone's throw away. Could just be he's throwing one stone, so they just said, fuck it, call it stone throw. He does throw one stone. And it's not the stone's throw, which is normally possessive. Oh, fuck. Alright.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
Ha!
Don't mind me coming through.
Time to fight.
Hello, Dread Evis.
You deserve a rest. Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet. Let's try.
Kamo makes very quick work of a lot of enemies. It never gets old.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it.
That combo did almost 100,000 against the level 50 hunt, and I was only level 38 at the time.
Yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I'd hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
Oh boy. I haven't collected my renown stuff in a while. That's fine. I don't need to right now. Anything else in the world? Nope. Alright, well, we have a few minutes. Hey, don't forget, if you're enjoying the stream and you want to skip those pesky ads that we get during any of the cutscenes, because trust me, those are going to be playing. Consider using your Prime sub tier 1. Even gift a sub if you want to give someone a sub. Help support the stream, especially during these... What is this, a 14-hour stream already? During these super long stream days.
Faster!
Or just get Turbo and then never have to watch ads. Which honestly is a play a lot of people should probably make nowadays.
Orcs. Then let us be rid of them.
No, I could just run past them. I'm trying to collect these items though.
That's it!
Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
You're fucking right, the city fell.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Joshua sure is in the party. I see a side quest. I see 3 side quests. Jesus Christ. At least 3. I can't not do them.
If we're going to do this, we'll...
Clive, your timing is impeccable.
Good thing I just leave the city burning.
Right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working.
I've had Ifrit skills equipped for like 20 hours now, yeah.
Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
I've had one of them equipped,
You will find the village in Chadra's Thread, past Leitney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
To the cleft we go.
Yeah, in fact, one of those skills is very essential to my burst damage. This one. That one is very essential to my damage combo. Oh, still have the Bahamut equipped.
This must have been a nice place once.
It will be again. Well, that was cool, Josh. Nice try. It's over.
Effective. Yeah. I mean, the Mega Flare kind of achieves the same thing. It just doesn't hit them as often.
The last of them.
I think you're right. Let's head back to Boklat.
It still makes them whimper every time they get hit by one of the blasts. I would assume Titan's stone is down here. Seems like a well enough place to put it. I get the battle music and the chocobo music at the same time. No, it looks like a place where a hunt is going to be in the future, though. Probably an S-rank hunt over here eventually. Yep. Mm-hmm. I wonder what was up there. No, if I had an idea, why would I spoil myself on that?
Right.
Sure is, Mac.
I trust that you will give them.
Yeah,
more
no,
full
the latest
consideration.
boss we ever saw in any
I shall.
promotional material was
Thank you.
Atlas, and I've already killed Atlas.
Him again.
Someone you know?
No.
Yes.
Just take what I get.
And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
Of course.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you?
That dragon
She'll
was
get
fucking
upset.
scary.
I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then. Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations.
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
To be fair,
I'm
I
not
found
sure
them.
I do. But thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, I'm all over the place. How's she gonna fucking find me? I'm the one who checks the world map. Psycho, thanks for the 108 months. 9 motherfucking years.
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister, he represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.